Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 115 of the Realm Recap, Back from the Dead. I am Jason from Yakface.com, joined after a very long break by Flyguy from Flyguy.net.
Indeed. Glad to be back. And
Yes.
yeah, apologies on my end, I think, predominantly, but yeah, been very busy, both of us, I think. So, but we're
That's
back.
all right.
So there you go.
There's been a lot going on. I mean, personally and I guess professionally, quote unquote. I mean, like, just with all the movie news, toy news, there's now, I mean, since our last show, I think there was, they announced another trilogy. I mean, that's, let's see what else. Just a ton of stuff. It's full ramp up to the marketing of The Last Jedi now. So there's another commercial for a TV spot like every day. I think there's like 20 of them now. It's like, but surprisingly, a lot of it's still kept under wraps. It's like you don't know what's really going on. They've recycled just enough footage to it's Star Wars, but you don't know what's going on.
They're really keeping it tight, aren't they? They're kind of all the kind of little cuts that I've seen are just so similar. It's like milliseconds of a difference of an explosion or something. It's like it's not a lot, but it's good. No major leaks so far as well. So
lots of collecting news. We're going to run down just some of the more recent stuff. We're not going to go back to the our last show as far as the stuff that's come out since then, but just over the last few weeks, we've had a lot of stuff hitting retail finally. We'll start off like we always do with our Hasbro little review and breakdown. As far as Black Series stuff goes, there's been a lot of reports of the Wave 14 of the Black Series, which is the wave that includes the single version of Snoke, the one without his throne, Jaina Solo, and Rose in her mustard outfit.
It's very mustard, isn't it? But there's two repacks with us. I can't remember which ones they are because
yeah, there's again a lot of repacks in the.
A lot of repacks, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's I think Rey is in this wave again. Luke, a Praetorian Guard, Poe Dameron, I think. What's kind of interesting though, I tweeted this earlier today, is the Rey that's packed in this assortment includes, well, it doesn't include, but it has an updated deco, and it has a cut on the arm now. Before, like when they first released her, she really didn't have one, and now she does, which also is present on the Target exclusive version. Right, yeah. So now they've added it back onto the number 44 is the release number for this one.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting, because I think even when the line first launched back in September, I think people were reporting that some of them did have this scratch on them.
That's right.
So this is the first time I've seen the single standard release included. So, but it is shipping. I saw one at retail tonight, and then I got a case of this wave the other day, and it had it in there too. So that seems to be the official newest version of Rey Jedi training.
So not quite as significant as the lightsaber version that I always remember from the Force Awakens. That was a big one, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it does paint wise. It's mileage may vary depending on which one you get.
Let's see what else is there. The next one here. A couple weeks ago, back mid-November, I reported that there was I reported the breakdown of Wave 15, which is obviously the next wave coming out for the Black Series 6-inch line. A lot of repacks and carry forwards in this case. Again, the new figures are DJ, Rey with the Resistance outfit with the poncho, and Clone Captain Rex that has the new printed face technology. It's obviously it's different than the one that came out at HasCon.
It also was amazing. I thought it was
amazing. That's a great looking figure.
So
but this one's a little bit different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repacks.
Yeah, it's got a repack of Captain Phasma from the first, back from The Force Awakens, and then the standard Stormtrooper again from The Force Awakens. It doesn't have, from what I understand, it doesn't have the revised Last Jedi helmet.
Oh, wow, okay.
And Phasma, as far as I again understand, does not have her new spear that she has in The Last Jedi. So,
wow. Well, maybe we'll end up getting a separate exclusive set with the speed or something. I mean,
right.
Wow, that's a lot of repack. I think Lando is welcomed.
Yeah.
The Royal Guard, I'm sure, be welcomed. I don't know about the other 3 though.
Yeah, Poe's not a big seller as far as I know. I mean, depends on which one you find. I mean, there's one that has, it looks like he has a clean shaven face, and the other one it looks like he just got done, working in the car garage. It's got oil all over his face.
Yeah, I know.
Or working at a coal mine.
The one that just screams there is Captain Rex is obviously going to be so in demand for army builders. Why they didn't repack that one there? Maybe we'll get it in another wave, but
right.
Madness.
Yeah, it's maddening sometimes, but again, a lot of these case assortments are not set up for collectors. They're set up for retail.
That's
so
true. That's true.
It's kind of here and there. Phasma hasn't been out in a while.
Yep.
And the basic Stormtrooper hasn't been out in a while, other than the Target exclusive and the Amazon exclusive. But still, just to repack those seems kind of a cheap way out, basically, when they could, repack a couple of the other figures from the other waves.
Very odd choice that they did with that, but and it's hard for retailers to, sorry, not retailers, e-tailers to stock this, because I mean, again, most people only want 3 figures, so BBTS,
right.
Darth Vader, all these kind of places will really kind of struggle, I think. But
yep.
Never mind.
What else we got? We got the Target exclusive Luke with his, terrain base, Ahch-To Island. That has started hitting retail stores, and it was available online starting on Thursday, the 1st of December.
What did you post about the hands on this? Because I saw something I haven't had time to look at. You posted the previous shot.
Yeah, the retail, or well, the image shown here for the exclusive version, it shows his little hand, a separate hand, which is die cast, I believe, is the one that's packaged. Yep, there, and in the package, it shows it clear as day in the packaging shot. In the official retail release, that hand is not packed there. It's packed behind, like in the lower left corner, so you can't even. It doesn't look like you're getting it. So, but it's packed in there. It's just now hidden. So.
Weird. Yeah, not a larger image, I don't think of that. But yeah, I think the one thing you and I talked about this a way back as well was the base in the picture does not look like the base you get in the box.
No.
And the fabric's different, if I remember rightly, as well, because they did this before in Kylo. Yeah, it's a little bit glam shots going a bit too glam and not quite
Yep.
like they should be. A little slightly naughtiness going on there, Hasbro. But
yeah, and speaking of that, that Kylo Ren, for the people have been waiting for that thing to show up for a while now. People thought it was going to be up, last month, like on the mid-month. People thought it was going to be out on the 1st, like the Luke, and it's still not available at. Well, I could check right now, but I'm not on Walmart.com. But I used BrickSeek earlier this morning, and it shows like 9 or 10% of the stores in the U.S. at least have at least received them. I know it's been available overseas for a while now.
Yeah.
So.
I think, well, I picked one up at Hong Kong, and I think by the time I got that, it was just getting onto the boats probably to leave for the US.
Right.
So 6-8 weeks kind of thing, and before it arrives, and then distribution centers and yada yada.
Yeah.
So it should be coming. In fact, you've seen 9% of it. But yeah, that's been a real slow release. It's
And like the Rey, it's higher priced than the Luke. It's the $34.99 price point. Luke was priced at $30. So there's that.
Yeah, our stores here in Australia have just had the Rey, and they are drowning in the Rey figure.
Oh, really?
Drowning in the Rey figure. I think it's just going to be another one of those Kmart kind of packs, and the Rogue One pack that had Jin. So don't know whether the price point is right at these dioramas, but that's a discussion.
Yeah. That Rey is a nice figure. I mean, it's too bad that it's not a decent performer yet. I mean, maybe as soon as the movie hits, it'll take off a little bit more. We'll see.
True.
I think people are I think people are a little bit burned that, hey, on the 1st of September they come out with one, and then, oh, by the way, 2 months later, here's a better one, for $10 more or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a little annoying. Same with Luke. Yeah, it's not great. Not great.
This next one here, this kind of made its debut last night on Jimmy Kimmel, from what I hear. I didn't see it live or anything like that, but looks like he got his own custom figure.
He did, with some porgs on the Ahch-To base.
Right.
So, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Casper's on it, I think.
Yep.
A brief clip. So, it's pretty cool. That's probably the rarest Black Series figure that ever exists now, I guess.
Right.
There's only been one made, or one head sculpt.
And I wonder if those are the actual Black Series porgs that they're coming out with.
I think so. I mean, Steve Evans shared a couple of them, and we've seen, some being sent out, so it looks like them.
Huh. I haven't seen them yet, other than the glam shot they showed.
Yeah, true. Sorry, just the glam shot, but yeah. I don't know quite how that's perched on his arm. I think it's glued, but it's really hard to see there, but in case anyone was wondering, I think they've glued that on the. Still get the weird ass cape issue.
Yeah, I hate that cape.
No, goddamn, put a little wire in there or something for $35.
Yeah, it just looks so bad with the little string hanging out. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, not great, but yeah, there you go.
Anyway, let's see. That's kind of it for the main Hasbro stuff over the past couple of days, about a week or so. Moving on to some Hot Toys news. Another Hot Toys Darth Vader.
Never ends. Empire Strikes Back version, of course, though.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
Looks decent. I mean, they haven't done a bad one, so this one, like you said, is specific to The Empire Strikes Back. Main selling point, I think, for me, I mean, not that I'm buying it, but that diorama base from Cloud City is pretty sweet.
Yes, it is. Let me have a little look here, just the larger pictures. I think the one thing for me was the Boba Fett in the background, which I'm sure you noticed as well, which is that is a beautiful base. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow. That makes a really nice stand, actually. Quite different, just enough difference with the head and the kind of moving blade there. Wow, that is nice, actually.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed the blade before.
It's a kind of blade, if people know what I mean. I'm sure they do.
Have they done that on the Hot Toys line yet?
I've never seen that before. Never seen that before. And I presume there was the blade would come off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of two scenes when he's got his fist there. Join me. It's very impressive.
It's a nice figure.
It is nice, very nice.
$267, I think, is what it showed the price at. I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, Hot Toys pricing. I mean,
yeah, I've noticed the pricing coming down a little bit actually. So
yeah, I mean, it's nothing to.
You know what I mean?
It's still a spendy piece, but I think it's worth it for that.
Doesn't come out for another year, literally.
Yeah.
So save your pennies, but that's pretty. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. A lot of accessories and great diorama, as you said. I mean, that's an impressive piece.
Yeah, I think people were saying that they want to see a new Luke come out, a new Bespin Luke. I mean, the one that they had before that included the like two heads and the weather vane, that came out several years ago. I
Yeah, it was a
wouldn't be
long
surprised if they took another stab at it.
I think from memory, the facial sculpt and that look I had at one point was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And to get two complete figures, it wasn't one of those just head swaps or.
Yep.
I don't think you'll ever get that kind of release again at the price point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right. It's probably ripe time. It seems to be. I've covered this before in all the shows. The bounty hunters come back out again, or
Yep.
G88 came back out again. I mean, there's a kind of window of when it's acceptable to re-release these because they've become too expensive or too hard to find, or
right.
Stormtroopers just don't seem to be right to my eye, but I mind. But yeah, Boba, that's another interesting one. So nice little. They do a few teases like that in the background these days, which is quite nice. Nice little segue. So, what's your for Boba?
Let's see what else. The Tokyo Comic-Con was going on. I think it's still going on even over this weekend. A lot of new figures from Hot Toys were revealed. There was a cool Luke Skywalker with the Jedi Exile. I guess that's what they're calling this outfit.
Kind of weird. It's a kind of sheath or knife or something that he's got there. I don't know what it is.
I think that's his wooden walking stick. It's just at an angle that it's kind of going away from you, so it looks a little short.
And then
Phasma.
Another Phasma
with her gear.
Yep. There's a few comments about this one I'd seen, which people were saying just still can't quite nail Oscar Isaacs, but I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
And that's a pretty stunning facial sculpt for Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, that's a great Leia Endor outfit.
Just shows you how good the figure can be once you get it right. And a little green base as well, a little Endor, and of course it's an updated 3PO.
Right.
I'm thinking, what's different there?
With the slightly chunkier body style than the original C-3PO, because obviously
Anthony got fat.
Like all of us, we all aged poorly.
Palps, that was the other one which looked pretty damn good with his throwing chair.
Wow. Yeah, I'd like to see some better pictures of him. This one was shot through glass, so it's kind of fuzzy, but yeah, it'd be cool to see that. The throne is a great bonus.
Definitely. And a Royal Guard, which we've never had before from memory, no. So,
no.
Not from Hot Toys anyway. So yeah, I mean that alone is what, $4,000? Let's take all that up together. Probably I think there's 9,000 to about 3,500. So
so,
save you pennies, peeps.
Pretty cool. Those will be out in like 2020, so you don't have to worry quite yet.
That's true. A little while to go yet.
What else did they have? There was some new Bandai items from both Tamashii Nations and was it the movie realization products? Lots of good.
There's quite a few. Yeah, so I was just going to say these. The band I kind of just focused on the Tamashii Nations one, but I thought the Phasma really, really worked in that look.
Yep, I love what they did with the cape.
Yeah, even just the helmet just has that ornate kind of detail. We don't have much better pictures because again, you can see the camera through the glass. So it was a little dodge, but there was a few more that I just cherry picked out there. Some Marvel ones, but there was 3 First Order ones, a heavy gunner, a regular trooper, and this officer. So the only real difference was the pauldron and the First Order emblem. But again, just like the original Stormtrooper, it just works. It looks pretty good to my eye.
Yep.
The Kylo was very interesting. It had a really ornate, spiky helmet, and
yep, I like that one.
Just worked really, really well. But there was quite a few on the Amy News, and my goodness, they had just an endless stream, as you can see here, of stuff. I'll scroll back a little bit. Lots and lots of Star Wars images from the day. And you said there's a Hot Toys we mentioned as well. My God, there was so much stuff they took photographs of. DC Matrix Hot Toys.
Yeah, there was a lot of prequel type
yes, there was Obi's
SH Figure Arts figures. You know, there was. Yep. Now you're coming into it here. Nice new Princess Leia.
Yeah, which I thought they'd done before. I seem to remember an SH Figure Arts Leia, but maybe I'm wrong. Not so sure about the facial likeness, but not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. And I think this one. You and I talked about this before. We saw this somewhere.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, remember that tail? Facial sculpt pretty good, but I just don't think you needed that there.
Yeah.
Crazy ass tail. 3PO with his Attack of the Clones, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones. God, that doesn't look good. A little grimy and grubby. I guess it's supposed to look like that. The different parts. These looked fantastic, I thought, of course, being a clone fanatic. But the armor seemed to really hide the joints pretty well. All the kind of little ball joints that the SH Figure Arts tend to have. But so they've got all the multi-colors there. And you can just see a little battle droid, which we'll show in just a minute. But they look very impressive. I think the weathering adds a little touch there, a little bit of white paint here and there.
Yep.
Has helped nail it. One you don't see often, but we are getting in the machinations. That's outstanding.
Yeah, I'm interesting to see. I mean, how much articulation is really in this figure? You know, is it
arms? I think probably.
Yeah.
What else can you do? It's
nice looking though. It's a nice display piece anyway.
Very nice. There was Mace Windu, I think we've seen before. There's a battle droid. It's just so hard to design and make with those spindly legs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're there. Hundreds, literally hundreds of photographs. Astromechs I've never seen before.
Yeah, a lot of Phantom Menace, Astromechs. I think these were all the ones that were on the Queen's ship.
Oh, right, of course.
Getting smoked.
And Obi-Wan, which again I think we'd seen before as well.
Yeah. I think they had their displays a little backwards because they've got him listed as the Revenge of the Sith version, and it's obviously not since he's got the space mullet and other outfit.
There's the Machinations, and there's Marvel, and there's other stuff in there with the Finn as well. We've seen again. I thought Finn had been out before, but I guess no. Great facial sculpt.
Yeah, I like the build of this figure. It looks, I mean, John Boyega is a little bit of a bigger built guy, and the armor looks like it's fit on his body type quite well.
It's pretty good. I guess he was bigger, but I don't know whether he was taller. I always remember the Hasbro one being much shorter in size, I guess.
They should have him sweaty. That would really make it.
Exactly.
Or gasping for air.
Gasping for air, yeah, that's true. Dooku often underrepresented in figures, definitely, but again, nice chance to get this there. Nice kid.
And there's that Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan back there.
Oh, so it is. Yeah. I don't think there was any. There was 2 photographs per post. Anakin, which again, had I seen that? I can't recall. So many. Not terrible.
No.
Not terrible at all. Han, which
been there, done that.
Yeah, it's kind of done. Joker. I think it was in there somewhere. That was one that I posted. I think I retweeted. It was just a better chance to look at the detail on the back of these. I didn't realize these things obviously drop bombs or something out the back of its butt.
Yeah. It's like Donkey Kong. It's like he's dropping barrels.
Exactly. So, but quite a different design. The kind of way it's walking and the kind of gorilla-like punch hands and yeah, very, very different. Just to see it up close is but I didn't notice it with the butt bombs. There was a bunch of stuff from Tokyo Comic Con. They really there was a ton of things to be seen. So.
Yeah, if you're interested in more than just Star Wars, like Marvel and all that other, DC, follow that Amy account. They really covered that convention well, it seems like.
They did indeed.
What else? We've got SH Figure Arts Luke. Is that the one we looked at?
Yeah, I don't know what was that one.
Oh,
We looked
yeah.
at the Hot Toys, didn't we? So
Yep.
this is the SE's figures version. So the compass.
It's got the compass, which made its kind of debut. It's been talked about for quite a while. But the compass showed up in the game Battlefront 2.
That's right.
And then
why would you use compass in space? Surely they've moved beyond little bits of magnetic thing. Anyway,
force compass.
Yeah, force compass. And I have no idea what that is. A little, I don't know, cigarette lighter, something. Cigar lighter.
Lolly, or it's a push pop or something.
Lipstick.
Lipstick. Yeah.
I really did like the facial sculpt in that. That was something I just wanted to kind of raise. And the soft goods fabric were just wow.
Yeah, it's hard. Fabric? It looks soft goods, but I think it's actually plastic.
Well, they've nailed it if it's plastic in that shot. But
yeah, there's some other shots that SH Figure Arts had posted as well that showed like him walking out of a cave and some other turns of the figure, and it's a pretty decent representation overall. And of course, people automatically state, "Where's Hasbro's version?"
Yeah,
that'll probably I would about bet my collection of fighter pods that they'll debut at Toy Fair.
Well, it makes sense. Probably they only try and do stuff that is only going to be in the trailer. That's not going to spoil the movie,
right?
Which we've got, so they've still got a longer window where they're only allowed to get those assets, I guess. So yeah, it makes sense that we'll get to see another. Plus 2 looks at the same time.
Yeah,
3 looks at the same time if you count the Ahch-To one would just be a little bit like overkill, I think. So yeah, pacing and spacing.
Let's see what else we've got. Some Funko news. We'll move on to that. There's been so much Funko stuff over the past, just since the last time we've talked. It's unbelievable. I've severely halted my collecting of the line. It's just too much stuff. I'm not doing the 2-packs that have the the exclusive ones that are at Walmart. But these are now new. These made their debut at the Disney store on the 1st. This is the excuse me, the Dorbs line of figures, and now they have the Luke Skywalker with well, we'll do the Tusken Raider first with the Bantha.
Yep, Dorbs Raids now, of course. So it's like, well, it doesn't say Raids, but yeah, I guess that's what it is. But it's pretty cool. It's a nice style and design if you like it. I guess.
Yeah.
And the look with his little happy face and blow-dried hair. Cute little land speeder.
Yep.
So similar to Pops in some way for me. I'm kind of like,
yeah, it's just another line of figures and vehicles that I just can't do it all,
I agree. So that was those 2.
Yep. GameStop, they added the first glam shot of Vice Admiral Holdo, played by Laura Dern in The Last Jedi.
I wonder if this is just one of those like 1-minute cameos in the movie and going. I hope she's got a bigger part. She's a good actress, but yeah. Oh well, you're getting a pop. There you go.
Yeah.
And she's got a little. It's like a yarmulke or something going on up there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like a little tiara or
the Force. Anyway, yeah. So there you go.
You could pre-order that now at GameStop if you want for $26. I don't know what the deal with the pricing is with that figure, but
$26.
26. Yeah, that's how they have it listed.
That's gotta be a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see. There was a Walmart exclusive Luke Skywalker and X-Wing Deluxe pop that was revealed.
That's beautiful. It's really, really nice.
It's got the little R2 there behind his little body.
Bigger picture if we can. Oh, they've
no.
No fun, Walmart. But it's gorgeous. I think that looks really nice. Very similar to the one we just got, I guess, with Poe in his X-Wing, which I guess is a repaint of this, probably, maybe.
It's a new.
Slightly
it's
different.
the First Order X-Wing, or not First Order, but the Resistance X-Wing is a different sculpt, obviously. But
nice little classic colors and the jumpsuit, and love it. Looks really good.
At least they got the right pilot outfit on Luke.
Yeah, there's always a few errors with that.
What else was there? Walgreens has an exclusive Anakin coming out, little pod racer Anakin, which is kind of cool. Definitely want that.
Didn't they have the last Anakin? The
did they?
Little Yippee Anakin? Wasn't that a little Walgreens exclusive? Anyway, it just feels like exactly the same with the helmet on this time.
No, Target had that here.
Was it Target? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Yippee.
Not bad. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let's see. What else? I think.
Was it for Funko?
That's it for Funko. Moving on to a couple of these other ones here. Hot Wheels. There were some new cars that had shown up on the Hot Wheels site. Their concept sketches had come out for this, like back at San Diego Comic-Con or earlier this year. But now we have the Wampa glam shot. Very cool.
Yeah, I love that. Even the little touches of the front part of the truck is the horns, and they really do try and kind of add a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like the concept of it. And IG-88, which again is completely unique, and that's nice.
It's not bad.
Yep. So yeah, a couple of cool Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I like these much better than. We don't have any links for it here in the show, but I found those battle rollers. Did you see those?
No.
They're like little vehicles. They're by Hot Wheels or Mattel and Hot Wheels. They look like Pop Deluxe or Pop Rides, just scaled down. So they have a little figure sticking out of the top, and they have a ball bearing that they roll on. And there's a shit ton of them coming out, apparently. There's some right there.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah, you did, I think, or somebody shared it. Yeah.
So there's that.
Rey in the photo. Rey in the photo.
Right.
Oh, well, okay.
Yep.
And looking his little X. Yeah, they're kind of throwaway fun.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels is very dispensable, and as you know, and low cost in many cases. So, yeah, forgot about them.
Yeah, there's about a dozen of these coming out for both Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and the Solo movie.
Wow.
There's that.
Yeah, cute. Fed's back to front.
He's sitting in the right orientation. He's just not flying. He's just flying it with the butt coming.
Well, I guess he's. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. It's like, yeah, because he's not flying it that way. Okay, that makes sense. Race and Crash, Slave One. Yeah, it was you that posted these, actually. These images I just Googled for, and you had them. So there you go. Just go to Yakface.com. Cool.
What else? We have Space Walls. There was a special on those.
Yeah, I just wanted to you posted about them often enough, and I finally get my finger in my butt and got some. And just in speaking with the guys, I'm going to do a review. I love these; they're really good. And so they said, look, there's a little promo code. So yes, FlyWalls5 gets you $5 off, but they are so good. I mean, I know you said they were good, but once you get them, they are so good. They're just, I don't know. I'm seeing them everywhere now. It's like when you get a red car or something, you suddenly see red cars everywhere. Or
right.
That kind of way, but Space Walls everywhere. So, and a few people were like, yeah, thanks for finally catching it up. And so I apologize, I was late on Space Walls, but they're awesome. So if you're behind, go get them. So
yeah, they're, people are saying, they find it hard to justify the price. It's really, the quality is worth it, in my opinion. I mean, these are not 3D printed, flimsy things. They're professionally produced and cast, and they're just they're nice pieces. So What else? Starting on, well, tomorrow, I guess it would be, or Sunday at least, Target is having $20 off Battlefront, the new Battlefront 2 game that's just released, last month?
Yep, bear with me. I'll just get that.
There you go.
Which is a pretty good deal. So, yeah, $20 off a brand new game. That's cheap. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I don't have it yet. I don't have a game system that would play it yet, so.
Oh, okay, there you go. But you've seen the, I guess, like, I mean, I've not played it either, but I actually ended up watching the campaign on YouTube because it's pretty short.
Yep.
And seeing, just as you said, the compass and a few other things, and it's quite a good campaign, I think, by all accounts. But yeah, all this loot box, loot crate stuff has caused a lot of nonsense. You could just not buy this stuff, but a lot of people are really up in arms about it. I don't really care enough to have an opinion, so
right.
There you go. So yeah,
what else do we have? Got one, looks like one of the last bit of news here. Rancho Obi-Wan tea.
Did you see these?
I did see it.
I didn't. I myself and Rebel Scum are late to the party then, because literally yesterday there was an email that came out, I think, to say there was 1 hour left to buy these teas.
Yeah.
But by the time we all read the email, they were gone. So it's such a shame. These are gorgeous T-shirts they had. I really do hope they bring them back. They said they wanted to make 5,000, but they stopped the campaign at a kind of GoFundMe like page at something like 1,200 or 2,000 T-shirts. So I just loved it. So I don't know who the design was by. There was nothing on the website. But yeah, if I'll pay more attention to Rancho Obi-Wan emails, but they don't seem to have mentioned anything out. I'll try and drop what's her name, an email, and see if they've got any more. Yeah, it was the T-shirts here. But it was just beautiful, really nice design. There we go. There was the email, and I think they left it just a little bit too late, and unfortunately, you cannot buy them.
Yeah,
because it's ended. But it's such a shame. I loved it. I thought it was cool, vintage stuff, and yeah, campaign ended, so you can't buy them. But they were very nice.
I like the design a lot. I just had to pass. I've got so many shirts that I don't wear.
I was going to say, you have tons of T-shirts. You've got a T-shirt for every occasion. Every occasion possible.
What else? That kind of wraps up news stuff. We could talk a little bit about some of our new purchases and pickups and reviews, if you like. What do you have, or what have you picked up recently?
Hey, look, the Rey, the Jedi training box.
Nice.
Don't know. I'm not feeling that base. The base is a little.
Looks like tuna.
It does look like tuna. You're right. The tuna base. I don't even get quite the kind of. I guess they maybe split into two to pack it, but it just feels.
It's odd.
It is odd. It is odd. Maybe we'll get a more pivotal scene in the movie. We'll see more. The Amazon 3-pack, which I loved. I thought that was pretty good. Odd little point was they show a blaster on the pack, which is not the one they include, but never mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They show you basically the snowtrooper. You know, the slightly elongated stock.
Right.
But that's not the one that you get in the pack. It's the tiny one.
Well, that sucks.
So, you know, you got a spare snowtrooper kicking around, or pick one up. They're warming the pegs everywhere globally.
That's true.
And you've got a spare rifle, but he's even got it in the front of the cover. He's got the full stock.
Right.
And not the one that's included. So that was the only disappointment in the pack. It's got that new head sculpt, but I mean, it's not bad. The kind of parts all work together, and I would have released that in the main line. I mean, they're bringing out as we said, that repack of the First Order Stormtrooper. So to just pack in these extras would have been the way to go. But I guess they make more money from us buying it on Amazon. So, and the heavy gunner parts not bad, and the little kind of trader force thingy bob, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, the baton. Which is
we should have got in the first place.
Yeah, and you can actually move the pieces on that, which is nice.
So that's a nice set. The Amazon Praetorian Guard, the heavy blade. I am officially over Praetorian Guards. I don't want any more.
How many do you have?
Well, they've only released 3.
Right.
Versions. I'm just like, no more. It's just, well, we're talking about, too many Lukes, too many Reys, too many so forth. Yeah, too many. They're just not dissimilar enough. So,
yeah,
and that's pretty much it. And
I'll hold off on picking up any more of those until I see the movie.
Yeah, I think so. The one other thing I noticed was, and I wonder if anyone's watching, and leave a comment and let us know if it's happened to you. I finally caved in on one of the centerpieces. I don't know if you'd ever bought any, but this caught my eye. If you look at the helmet up there, and talking about getting the pilot suit, and like, see, he's missing a little. What the? So, if anyone else is missing a little thing, let us know. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So maybe that's why it was in clearance. But that's pretty much it. And a couple of the helmets from the Black Series titanium line, the GameStop exclusive, the Luke, I think it was, with someone else. I can't remember.
TIE Pilot.
And that's pretty much it for Star Wars. What about you?
My shopping list looks a lot like yours. Praetorian Guard. The Stormtrooper, the packaging is just fantastic.
It is nice, yeah.
I picked up, where is this? Finally got Mr. Snoke.
Nice.
He's a big dude.
He is a big dude.
One thing we didn't really talk about was Disney's new venture into their new animated line of figures that are based off of the Disney Infinities game that is dead. But yeah, I like these a lot. There should be another one coming out here very soon. I don't recall what that one is. I heard something, but I can't 100% confirm. But they're supposed to have a release every month, just like how they do with
the old ones.
With the Elite. Not as many releases a month, but yeah, there's been a lot of those as well. We didn't talk about, but I think just this past week the Phasma came out, which does have the weapons from The Last Jedi in it. And then I think Snoke comes out next week.
And the price point on them is what, $10, $12?
For these, for the toy box line is $12.95 in the US. Not bad. I mean, and they're they're almost 6 inches tall. Here's a Mr. Akbar. So,
jeez, yeah,
they're roughly the same. Well, not the same, but they're bigger than a 3.75-inch figure. That's for sure. That's what I think a lot of people thought they were going to be when they were previewed. But yeah, they're quite a bit bigger.
Peg holes?
Peg holes, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Let me see. Where's Kylo Ren?
It's a figure. It's a figure. Wow.
Yep. Let's see if we got peg holes in the feet.
Yep. That's pretty good.
There was a Stormtrooper as well. Comes with a blaster. They have full range of articulation, just like a Black Series figure does. Wow. Totally posable.
I think I'll have to get one of them. Wow.
They're not bad. Not bad at all. They don't have rocker ankles, so it makes they don't really stand all that flat-footed when you get them in certain poses. So they have pivoting ankles. Oops, they can point their toe, but they can't roll it to the side.
Quite a lot of articulation for a $12.95 figure.
That's, yeah. And a lot of that has to do with it being a Disney figure. They don't have to pay royalties to themselves.
Yep.
Another pickup, obviously, was the Battlefront.
Yes, I forgot about too. Yeah. Yep.
Or Inferno Squad Agent, as they call it.
It's not a bad figure.
No, it's nice for what it is. Another thing I picked up over the past couple of weeks was that 3-pack from Target that includes the Emperor, the Royal Guard, and the Luke, the 5 POA Force Link figures. The box is over there, forget it.
The other one I picked up was, I forgot to mention, was the kind of Royal Guard-like pack, the Forces of Evil or Guardians of Evil. That wasn't great in my opinion. Just old, samey figures, really. For $90, it was just. Anyway, it is what it is. But
Otherwise, let's see. I've received a couple of the, well, all of the newest wave of the Black Series figures, Wave 14, which had the Snoke, the Rose, and Jaina. Decent figures all over. But I think that's really it right now. I mean, there's probably the only thing I'm really waiting for is the Kylo Ren that's coming out for Walmart. But otherwise, probably be caught up until after the first of the year.
So that wave with DG and others, that was what, February, or was that January?
I think it's. I think I'd have to look again. I think it's January.
January. Yeah, wow. So yeah, we're not really getting a break. It's straight into more figures.
Yep. So.
Yeah, January, yeah. Cool.
Excellent. With that, I think we will wrap up this week's show. Again, thanks for everyone for sticking with us, and we will try to make this a far more regular type of event. We don't need to take 2-month breaks any longer, but I think once the movie comes out and once we get to actually talk about some of the toys that we get to see on screen, I think there'll be a lot more to discuss, and as they keep putting out product and whatnot. So until next time, where can we find you, sir?
Strangely enough, on a website called Flyguy.net.
Nice.
All the links to stuff are there. And you.
Perfect. You can find me at Yakface.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. That's about it. So until next time, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again.